Hi, y'all. Hi, y'all. I'm just here to say hello. That's it. Okay, goodbye. Just kidding. Oh, well. You know what I want to say, first of all, is this book. I got this here book from Shirley Smith. I think she ordered this at the same time she ordered my another book and a bunch of wool and stuff. She lives in Australia, and but this one just came, where the other ones came, I think, before my birthday. But anyhow, this one is amazing. This one I had on my wish list for a while. I've got a couple other books on my wish list that I'm one day going to have enough money to buy them myself. But anyway, this one was from Shirley Smith. Thank you so much, Shirley. But it's called Drawn to Stitch, Line Drawing and Mark Making in Textile Art. And when I first started looking through this book, it's like I was drooling at the beautiful artwork. Like, just look at this here page. If you can see that page, it looks, now as I look onto the screen, it almost looks like, gosh, that white always brings up them shadows. It almost looks like you're looking into the forest, into the trees and stuff. But these are all stitches, just stitches. And look at that. How beautiful does that look? That is just beautiful. This book is by Gwen Headley. And there is so much. This here piece, oh my gosh. That one there is like different pieces of fabric put together. You can see up here where it's separate pieces of fabric. They're put together. And this one is machine stitched. Most of it is just machine stitched. And just stitch it and stitch it and stitch it and just covering it up with stitches. But then up in here, she has some couching. Just some couching. Just here and there and everywhere. Not made to even look like something except beauty. Just art. There is, and this is the author. This is her first drawings. She did Granny by Amelia, aged just 3 here, and this is Granny by Amelia, aged 6. So that's cute. But anyway, oh my gosh, just as I'm looking through, darn them shadows. There is, I have, looking through, even if I don't read a word in the book, looking at the pictures is so inspirational. And there's weaving. I've done this kind of weaving before with odd cut fabrics, which comes up so pretty. But then she did the weaving, and this is some papers she did, distressing papers, which I've done some distressing papers and then stitched on the distressed papers. I've done that before. Just recently. It's not even been that long ago. But this is giving me so many more ideas. Hi, Papa.
Sweetie.
What you up to?
Well, I was outside and it's cold out there.
Yeah, well, you need to be wearing a little jacket.
I didn't know it was that cold.
Okay, yeah.
The wind is cold.
The wind is cold. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. But anyway, there's so much in this book. There's just so lifting, removing, and resisting color. There's just so much. And I just love the finished images because they're just perfect. They aren't a thing. They're just, you can't say what is that and know what it is. Well, you might say this is a swirl. But it's just, I don't know. This is just, I love going through it. And then this one. This one here, I wish I didn't have them shadows. This one here is, can you see that picture? Do you see how it is just pieces of cloth and they're just kind of put together, and you can see that they're not all of exact size. They're just different sizes, and then they're stitched together with different stitches. I mean, there's something here kind of looks like a monk's cloth. This looks like a felt. And there's some, right here, there's a little piece of burlap on there. And then a lot of these stitches looks like these are just put on there with a blanket stitch. Here it says blanket, felt and cotton fused together with threads, scrim, and hand stitching needled into the surface. I love that. I'm going to be looking at this picture just as a reference picture too, and do something like that. Just, gosh, I've got this here. This is some yarn that I had, and I made a tree out of. It's a tree. I've got a popsicle stick under there, and I wrapped the popsicle stick up in felt, and then I used this yarn to wrap around it to make a tree. It was going to go on something, but it didn't fit for what I was thinking, and so, but I'm going to do something else with it. And then here's another one like that. That's done that same way. And it's just art. It is art. It's not meant to be anything. It's not. It's only meant to be art. Oh gosh, and look at that one there. Do you see the art in that? It's just, you're not drawing a picture, but you can look at it and just keep looking at it. It's just oh, I can't even describe. I really have to read. I have read quite a bit of this already, but here it says eroded stone in a garden wall. She went through and took pictures. She might have seen, there was one place, I think it was tires, that she took a picture of. But anyway, and then she tried to kind of almost, like here she's got pictures, carved column, coastal park folk stone. But she does this, and then she goes and tries to art the same thing. Maybe on paper, maybe on fabric, just the same. Doesn't that just look like a bunch of scribble right here? Look how beautiful that is. That is beautiful. But anyway, oh, see? Do you see this? Can you imagine just taking a piece of, she's got this on black, but could you imagine taking a piece of denim and this here thread? I just got this thread. It's embroidery for that, use on embroidery machine, but I wanted something that was very almost gold, but without having the metallic. I've been using the metallic thread, but it's kind of hard working with that. But I love the look of the metallic, so I ordered this, but it came in, I thought it would be little bitty rolls, but it come in 3 big rolls. I'll never use all this thread. But I got this one and 2 more rolls. But could you imagine using that gold thread and do something like that on this, on a piece of denim? Oh my gosh, that would be gorgeous. That would be gorgeous. Okay, well, we won't go through this whole book, but take my word for it. This is eye candy. Oh, I love this stuff. That is so pretty. Okay, anyway. Then, but I wanted to show you this. See, I've been working with a lot of gold thread, which I had gotten a spool of this gold. I've almost used it up now, but this was in the package I got from the last Happy Mail package that I got. Mary? Was that Mary? But I've been using a lot of it on this. This is where, yeah, the same package that I had this, it was a circle, but I cut it in half and I made 2 mushrooms. And I've been working on this and using, and you can see in the, where I put the ground here, I did all of the blanket stitching using that metallic thread. Now that's kind of fiddly. But I love the look of that. And that's when I said, well, I want to see if I can find some gold thread that is not metallic. Because it's just, you can't put much on a needle at one time. It wants to knot up and stuff. So you got to be real careful when you're stitching. And it comes up nice. But see, I put these doilies on here. And they're only tacked on with sequin and beads. And so, but I put a few of them. I put a little mushroom here in the middle. I have 6 pieces of wool here that I did for the hills and valleys. And it's not finished. I still want to do something down here at the bottom of this light color. And so I'm going to be working on that one still too. And oops, Mount Scrapmore there is falling in. And then I have this one. This one I haven't put anything new on this one yet. Sometimes I'll do one and then they sit quietly and mind their own business while I'm working on something else in the neighborhood. This book I bought for myself, Exploring Folk Art with Wool Applique and More, but it's got stuff in there for rug hooking and punch needle, which I am working on a rug hooking project. One day I'll drag that out. And but this is going to be a helpful book too, that shows a lot about the wool embroidery. And I do want to do some punch needle as well. Okay, then I want to show you what I've done. Now this is fun. Well, you all seen my you all have seen my ornaments. Let me show you again, just because I think they're so awesome. These are awesome ornaments. They're just so pretty. And there's one more of these big ones. But then, okay, well, I can't get that big one off of there right now. But let me show you, just feast your eyes on. Look at this little bitty ornament. What I'm making is just the little buttons, the penny buttons, like they make the penny rings out of. But then I put 2 together, back to back. So I put them together and put a little button on each one, then put them back to back, and then blanket stitch them around with a little polyfill in the middle. And so these ones, let me see, I made all of these yesterday, but they're a whole bunch of little ornaments. Let's see, there's another one. That one's got a little palm tree button on it. But these can be used as ornaments for anything. You can make them Christmas themed for your Christmas tree, or you can hanging up here. I'm getting all hung up. Let me see. Okay. Or you can like this one, I've got a little bird button on there on one side and a heart on the other. And this one I got a little heart on the one side and a flower on the other. And this one has got a little heart and a flower. But they're so fun to make. And butterfly. And so that's all I've made. I made all them yesterday. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Made 7 of them. And then I said to myself, I wonder, I love these, how it would do if I used these things, yo-yos. And so I've got a bunch of yo-yos that I've made, and so I found 2 that were about the same size, and then I blanket stitched them together. And just start blanket stitching them, and when I only got a little bit more left to go, then I stuff them. And then I stuff them and make a little ornament. And these you do them with a Christmas fabric, and you can hang them on your Christmas tree, or you can make a keychain out of these. Or now I understand that purse fobs are all the thing now, that people are making little things to hang on their purse just to decorate their purse, which everything should be decorated, of course. And so yeah, that's it. That's what I've been doing. Plus I've been trying to organize. But I'm telling you, it seems like the more I organize something, the more mess I have. I don't know, because, I try to organize things, and then I find something that maybe I haven't worked on in 100 years, and then I pull it out, and I want to work on something new. And so then it ends up that I don't get much work done. So I started also, one of my hats here, I started putting flowers on that because of these hats that I got are going to be prettier with flowers. Absolutely. And you can see what I did to my hair. You see what I did to my hair? I've got this stuff that I colored my hair with. It's just a whole tube of purple. So I just put the purple on the ends. Just the ends. I just went like this, and I put the purple and just let that sit there. And then that had to sit there for half an hour. And then I went in the shower and I washed my hair. And so it kind of looks like Cruella de Vil, except in purple. But I like it. I think it looks pretty cool. And so this side you can't hardly see because it's dark over there. But this side is the same way. But yeah. And so, yeah, I just did that this morning. And so, but I think it looks okay. I think it looks just fine and dandy. Like a sugar candy. And so I don't have much other than that to show you or nothing. We've got our shopping pretty much done for Thanksgiving dinner. And so Bianca wants some things for dinner, and then Jennifer wants some things for dinner, and then me and Papa want some things for dinner. So we're gonna have a Thanksgiving dinner with leftovers to last for the whole entire week. So yeah, that's what we're going to have. So we're looking forward to the kids being home all week, because they're home all week on Thanksgiving week. And so they have, today's Thursday, is it? And then, so they got today and tomorrow, and then there's 9 days that they won't have to go to school, which that's a good family time when the kids get off school, because then they can stay up a little bit later at night and we can do things, and they can sleep in the mornings and just really take advantage of their days off. And so, and then get a lot of things done. But hopefully I'm gonna get Aria to want to make some of these. If I have all the circles all cut out already, and then just she has to stitch them together, I think she's going to enjoy doing that, because she could just pick a button, because she doesn't even have to put all the layers. She could just stitch a button on one circle and on two circles, but put them back to back together and stitch around and then stuff them, and that will go quickly for her. I've noticed that she's she's 8. Well, she'll be 9 next month, and she's a lot like I am, where we go from one project to another, We're just flip-flopping all over the place. But if you don't have wool, if you don't have felt, and you have made yo-yos, look at how pretty those ornaments are. I mean, just making a yo-yo, and you can make each side something different, and you don't need ornaments only for a Christmas tree. Your ornaments can hang from anywhere at any time, and like I said, like a keychain or a purse fob or anything you want to hang from the curtain rod, pin it to the curtain, just anywhere, just to have these beautiful things, because you don't need ornaments just at Christmas time. You need them all the time. You need them all the time. Yes. And so I know I like them all the time. So yesterday we had a rainy day. It rained all day yesterday. Today is a dry day. Sun is shining. Everything is beautiful. And and also, now don't forget, you want to get it in my trash can. You want to get in the dumpster. Do you see all the... Oh, wait a minute. Let me pull my papers out of here. See them? I got all kind of names in there already. If you watched my video yesterday or the day before, I'm saying when, because I think positive. When it comes up to 10,000 subscribers, I can't believe 10,000. That's a big number. Now, there are some YouTubers out there that's got a couple million subscribers. Who knows? That might be us. But anyway, but I am very close to 10,000 subscribers. And so when I get to that 10,000 subscribers, I've got 3 prizes that I'm giving out. My Somerset magazines, time 4, and then the Julie Nutting stamps. That's the 3 things. I've got a video about that. But every one that every time you put a comment underneath my video, every time you put a comment underneath my video, between now and then, your name again gets put in here. So your name, if I made a video every day, your name goes in here again. Now, the people that are my Scrappy Pals, there is 3 levels of Scrappy Pals. If you're a Scrappy Pal, your name will go in here as a Scrappy Pal. But if you're on level 2, it'll go in here twice. If you're on level 3, it'll go in here 3 times. And so everybody will have a chance. And like I said, I may come up with more prizes even between now and then, depending on how long it takes for us to get to that milestone, which is, for me, I'm just blessed beyond words as how many people actually have watched my videos and then hit the subscribe button. I mean to tell you, because I don't know if I'd subscribe to myself. Oh, but I just show what I'm doing. That's just what I do. I just show what I'm doing, and And then I learned from y'all's comments too, so much from your comments that I have learned. And Lord of mercy, there's just, it's like I have learned so much since starting this this channel. At one time, a few days ago, I was watching a video. I turned on one of my really old videos, and I was watching it, and I thought, oh gosh, I was really in that video. I was saying I didn't know even how to say the word ephemera. Ephemera. I didn't know what ephemera was. I'd never heard the word before. Now I know that word, and I know what ephemera is. But I've come a long way. I've learned so much, but I've learned it from you all, from YouTube videos. So many of you all have channels on your own, and then I watch it. I'm not always one to comment on videos, although I want people to comment on mine. I don't because what I do is I'll get here and I'll start stitching something, and then I on my computer screen I have videos that play one right after the other, and sometimes I don't want to put down, or I don't even think to put down what I'm working on and leave a comment. But I've learned from you. I've listened and I've learned. And so I appreciate everybody that has taught me what I do know up on to this point, because, and there's things I've tried that I would have never thought I'd ever try. And so I did never think I would do wool applique, because to me, back in the day, I really thought applique is just too tedious. There's no way I'd be able to do something like that. But by being inspired by others, I know now how to do wool applique. And then with my new book that I have there, I'm going to have a lot more advice and inspiration. And I love my books. In fact, I just moved. Maybe you can, well, you can't see them really back there, but I moved them from where they were, so all I have to do is turn around and see my books and be able to reach up there and get one now, so they're handier. I need things handy around me, and I have to have things where I can see them. So, like my flowers, I have them all in a bag here, because I have to see what they are. There's a lot of things that I had, like in tins or something, and once I have them in a tin, then, like here I have a tin, and then I have to say, what's in that tin? Oh, buttons. See, so unless I put a big sticker on the top that says buttons, I forget what's in there, and I don't see it. And so, but these are all special buttons, so I do remember that they're in there. But anyway, I think that's all that I've really been working on the last couple days. Let's see, I don't know if I updated you on my hearts. Now, these are the hearts that I made with a little tiny scrappy scraps. And the, that word I can't never come up with that, what I covered them up with. I always want to say visqueen. Visqueen is plastic. Yeah, but anyway, I made these two sizes. And see, oh, this is what I did on them. See, I put one of the little doily on this side, but if you flip it over, there's one on the other side too. So they went on at the same time. So as I was sewing this one on, the one on the other side was getting sewn on at the same time. And I've got some of my tendrils in there, but on both sides. And on this one, I did the same way. I put a little doily, and with the sequins and the beads is what they're stitched on there with. But then on the opposite side is in the same place, so I could just stitch back and forth and stitch those on there. And so, and then I've added some of my little buttons, the little whimsical buttons. They're on there. And I may add more to them even still. But I did get a comment from somebody that said, like, if I would to hang this and hang the small one below. And so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have like a little piece of a chain or something here from this bottom. Maybe a beaded, just a beaded. Maybe I'll just do a row of beads like it's on here. And just put that here at the bottom. And then maybe beads up here at the top for hanging. And then have them hanging from something to where the breeze will just catch them and they'll just turn. And I think that will be pretty. But I'm going to be adding more sparkle and stuff. I'm not sure exactly what all. They just don't hardly weigh anything. But these are made with those. And I showed too on one of the videos of how I got these started with them. Little bitty tiny stuff that normally we would throw in the trash. Wow, look at if you put a small if you were to make something like this and you have a small heart here, the larger heart here, and sew them here and here, then you'd have a pocket here. Put your posies in. Okay, now let's see what God has to say to us. Jesus calling, he's calling, ring, 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 ring. What is today? Today is the 21st. 21st is right here, November 21st. Yes, he calls me up on the telephone every darn morning. I don't get it. So I got to read the message in here because I'm sleeping. Okay. Thank me throughout this day for my presence and my peace. These are gifts of supernatural proportions. Ever since the resurrection, I have comforted my followers with these messages. Peace be with you, and I am with you always. Listen as I offer you my peace and presence in full measure. The best way to receive these glorious gifts is to thank me for them. It is impossible to spend too much time thanking and praising me. I created you first and foremost to glorify me. Thanksgiving and praise put you in proper relationship with me, opening the way for my riches to flow into you. As you thank me for my presence and peace, you appropriate my richest gifts. One thing we do, a lot of us do, I do, is take things as they are. We don't offer thanks as much as we could possibly offer thanks. One thing, like for about the last 4 days, I bought this little light thing that goes around my neck, so it's got 2 little lights here. It'll shine on whatever I'm doing. And I lost it. I could not find it. I just could not find it. And so when I say my prayers, I talk to God like I'm talking to him on a telephone, or like he's sitting right there with me. I don't know how to say all those fancy words. And so, but I told him that I couldn't find my light. I don't know where I put that light. And then I said that before I went to bed. Then I got up in the night and I went to use the bathroom. And I come back, and right on this shelf by my chair, I seen this little edge thing, because we just got a little night light on in here. And I said, what is that? And I looked, it was my light. Normally, would we praise God for helping you find that? And you don't even have to pray about it. You think about it. You think, where did I put that? And then after, I'm sure that many of you have said, like you're looking for something, and then all of a sudden you just find it. How come all of a sudden you just find it? It's just there. And a lot of times we'll say, gosh, I thought I looked there 100 times. I don't know. There's some higher power of some kind that helps lead our way. Okay, I'm not going to get much into that right now. And some people I know get a little perturbed. I don't get perturbed, though. I'm 75 years old, and I'm over all that perturbedness. But I do like my purple. See how I like this, where it's all gray up here, and then purple. I think it looks pretty doggone whimsical. I like to look whimsical. I just want to look whimsical in my old age. I'm not trying to prove. I was watching one thing that how old people are supposed to dress. You're supposed to. These are the colors you're supposed to wear. These are the styles you're supposed to wear. These are the hairstyles you're supposed to wear. And no, you don't use colored hair like this if you're old. Because you have to keep your dignity. That might not be the word, but that whatever I was watching, to me it was comical. Although the person doing it was serious, that this is how you do, and this is how you sit, and this is how you hold your head, and yeah, that's too dramatic. Okay, I'm gonna let y'all go. I am asking God to watch over you every step you take. Every move you make, keep you safe, and do something. Do some ornaments. Keep you safe and secure and silly and simple, and keep you healthy, happy, and humble. And hopefully I'll see you again tomorrow. I don't know. I'm sure all of you have days that you just kind of get blue feeling. There's nothing wrong. You just kind of get in a quiet mode, and there's always reason for that. I don't know the reason, but that's where I was for the last couple of days, just in that little quiet mode. And so but still staying busy, still continuing to make pretty items. And yeah, that's what I've been doing. So a lot of you are waiting for me to respond to messages or emails, and I haven't done that in the last couple of days. And so I've got to get back to those kind of things. But now these are all done with felt. This one's done with yo-yos. So, and you can do it with if you just have paper and you decorate 2 circles of paper and glue them together and have one on this side, one on this side, and put a hanger on it and hang that up. That is pretty too. Okay, God bless and keep you, and may His light shine down upon you, and I will see you on the next video. God bless.